Dear students, in my previous video regarding fascism and Nazism, I have discussed about the ideology of dictatorship and aims and objective of fascism. I have taught you and causes for the rise of fascism. So three topics I have discussed, and today I would like to teach you background means how fascism is spread in Italy. This topic will be taught by me. Italy was reunited under the Victor Emmanuel II between 1860 and 1860 to 1870. At the beginning of the First World War, the country was being ruled by the king named Victor Emmanuel III. A weak ruler, he lagged behind in the Industrial Revolution and in the race for colonial possession also. However, the Italians were proud of their history and so were willing to listen to anyone who talked of reviving their glorious past. So, dear, I have taught you that Italy means past history of Italy is very glorious. I think all of you are familiar. Byzantine Empire was there, Roman Empire was there, and very flourished empire, and each and everything was very much developed. Industrial growth taken place, architecture very much developed, sculpture very much developed. Means a Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire given lesson to rest of the world, and it means that country was icon of entire Europe. European taken lesson from Byzantine Empire, but after quite long period of time, what happened? Decline started, and when World War first started, that time one weak ruler was there named Emmanuel III, Victor Emmanuel III, and due to incompetence administration, what happened? Italy was lacking behind in the race of colonial empire as well as the industrial growth. So this is a real scenario, and people wanted that anybody will be there that can return our glorious past. So each and every people had desire, have been desire. I think you know this. So rise of Mussolini, I would like to explain today. Benito Mussolini started off as a socialist but became anti-socialist when he realized that he could get finance from the industrialist. He formed different group called Fascico, means group or band, who were used to organized violence against the socialist and communist. They wore a black uniform and were known as black shirt. They adopted the fasces as their symbol. The volunteers believed in violence and took over factories, municipalities, and police stations. Later on, Mussolini organized them into the fascist party. A conference was called by Mussolini party at Naples on October 1922. It was attended by about 40,000 volunteers, and all volunteers had arms. In this conference, Mussolini announced that if his demand were not fulfilled, he would attack Rome with his volunteers. The demand put forward by Mussolini included the following. What are demands? Demand of Mussolini was there. I am going to teach you. First point: 5 members of the fascist party to be included in the cabinet. Means in existing government, his first demand was there कि 5 fascist workers, volunteers, okay, would be participated in cabinet, in existing cabinet. Second demand was there, government should announce election as soon as possible. Third one, the government should act formally on his foreign policy. I have taught you aggressive foreign policy. So his third demand was there कि government will follow the policy made by fascist party and economic reforms to be implemented as early as possible. So these four demands were there. First, again going to repeat. First one, 5 members should be participated in the existing cabinet. Second one, election, government should announce election as soon as possible, new election. And third one, the government should act firmly on his foreign policy. Means foreign policy will be decided by fascist party. And last demand was there, economic reforms to be implemented as soon as possible. These 5 demands were there. An ultimatum was there, if government will not accept, I'll attack on Rome. The Italian government turned down these demands and Mussolini decided to march towards Rome. The march took place in October 1922. The government apparently did not show any sign of resistance. Emperor Victor Emmanuel III invited Mussolini to form a new government, which he did. Mussolini appointed the fascist as prefect in the provinces and chief officer in the Department of Police and Administration. He organized the National Army, which included the armed youth of the fascist party. Meaning, when anarchy created, after that, incompetent ruler, I have already taught that the existing king was not very competent, weak ruler, and when he had seen that, means Mussolini started march to Rome, so he had not taken any action. He invited Mussolini, you come and frame the government. And Mussolini framed the government. And what happened? How many important posts were there? See, on each and every post, he appointed his own volunteers, like superintendent of police, army chief, police station. Means everywhere, each and every branches, only fascist delegates were there. Fascist volunteers had been appointed by Mussolini. The takeover of the government by fascists was followed by a reign of terror. Meaning, suppose it is a kind of a dictatorship. Going to teach you, try to understand. Suppose if only one party, one ideology will be implemented each and every department, and see, police will be appointed by the government, and they will be not appointed by fair competition. Means volunteers will be appointed in police station, in municipalities, in government offices. So what happened? Who did not believe in fascist ideology, they had been punished. And after that, a reign of terror started. Within a short period of time, Mussolini became the absolute master of the Italy. Victor Emmanuel was still the king. Mussolini governed by plain orders or decrees. The victory of fascism in Italy was neither the result of the victory in the election nor of the popular uprising. The government of Italy was handed over to the fascists because the ruling class of Italy considered democracy and socialism as a threat to the power. Mussolini uses to say Italy must expand or perish, meaning Mussolini given one slogan. Going to explain, please pay attention. Italy must expand means Italy will be expanded. Italy will be progressive, otherwise die. Only 2 options given. He regained the island of Rhodes and Dodecans, which were ceded to Greece, as well as the city of Fiume. He turned Albania into the protectorate of Italy. He entered into the commercial and diplomatic treaties with the France and Russia. He captured Abyssinia in 1936. See, aggressive policy adopted. I have taught you. Dictatorship believes that fascist believes that everything's within the state, nothing will be out of the state, and nothing against the state. And one more point I have taught you. Fascist believes that all problem can be sorted out by war. And now the same way started by Mussolini. And when there was a objection in the League of Nations, he left the League of Nations. After that, Italy relations with the England and France deteriorated, and she was drawn towards Germany. And after that, what happened? Mussolini went to German group, and one new alliance came to existence. In upcoming lesson also I'll teach you Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. Rome means Italy, means capital of Italy means Rome, and Berlin capital of Germany. Tokyo means Japan. Tokyo is the capital of Japan. So one axis power came to existence, that is known as Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. Means the foundation of the Second World War started due to dictatorship. One more reason is there. Many reasons are there. So when I'll teach you the causes that led to the Second World War, I'll teach you the rise of dictatorship. Also one more cause is there. In this video only this much, and in next video I would like to teach you the impact of fascism. Thank you.